Good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to Agriculture Vidya. Today I will explain about production functions. What are the types of the production functions and what are the forms of the production functions, etc. What is the production function? First we will see what is the production function. That is the that is the relationship between input and output. That is resource and product. That is independent variable and dependent variable. Y equal to f of x. First, continuous production function. In this continuous production function, that is resources are split up into smaller units. That is resources inputs are split up into smaller units. The those inputs are measurable those inputs are measurable Examples are seeds, fertilizers, plant production chemicals, manures, etc. In this, resources are split into smaller units. Whereas discontinuous or discrete production function. Discontinuous production function is also known as discrete production function. In this, resources are not split into smaller units. Resources are not split into smaller units. These are in the form of whole numbers. These are in the form of whole numbers. These inputs are also can be measured or counted. These inputs are also can be measured or counted. Examples are plowing, weeding, irrigation, etc. Plowing, weeding, irrigation, etc. Next slide. Third one is the short run production function. Third one is the short run production function. In this, some inputs are fixed and some inputs are variable. Some inputs are fixed and some inputs are variable. Whereas variable is x1 is the variable and x2, x3, xn are the constant. X1 is the variable and x2, x3, xn are the constant. Y equal to f of x1 bar x2 to xn. Example are law of diminishing returns, which is also called as law of variable proportion. Example is law of diminishing returns or law of variable proportions. Finally, our fourth one is long run production function. In this, all inputs are variable in nature. All resources are variable in nature. That is y equal to f of x1, x2, x3 up to xn. All are variable in nature. Example is return to scale. Example is return to scale. Next slide. Production function is expressed in three forms or three ways. Production function is expressed in three ways. Those are tabular form, graphical form, and algebraic form. First, we will see about tabular form. Suppose production function is expressed in the form of the table, that is comes under tabular form. That is, this is the table. One column represents the input and another column represents the output. Whereas 0 input units produces the 2 units of the output. Whereas 10 units of the input produces the 5 units of the output. Finally, 40 units of the input produces the 25 units of the output. This comes under tabular form. Next slide. Graphical form. Suppose production function is expressed in the form of graph, it comes under graphical form. Whereas input is represented on x-axis and output is expressed on y-axis. This is the total product curve. This is the graphical form of production function. Next slide. Algebraic form. This is the final form, that is y equal to f of x. Y equal to f of x. Y is the dependent variable, x is the independent variable, f is denotes the function of. F denotes the function of. Dependent variable is also called as output or product, that is crop or livestock enterprise. That is crop or livestock. X is the input or independent variable. Examples are seeds, menus, fertilizers, etc. Seeds, menus, fertilizers, etc. Suppose all inputs are variable in nature, then the algebraic form of the production function is like this. All inputs are variable in nature. Algebraic form of the production function is like this. Y equal to f of x1, x2, x3, x4 up to xn. That is all are variable in nature. Suppose one input is the variable and all others are held constant, then the production function is like this. Algebraic form of the production function is like this. Y equal to f of x1 slash r bar x2 x3 xn. This is the variable. All are held constant. Whereas vertical bar separates the variable input to, that is constant inputs. Variable input to constant input. Y is output depends upon the variable input. Y output is depends upon the variable input x with the all other inputs are constant, where the all inputs are held constant. Next slide. If more than one variable input, if more than one variable input and some other or some more are, that is constant, then the production function is expressed as like this. That is y equal to f of x1 x2 slash r bar x3 x4 xn. These two are variable, these are constant. There are different types of the production function. Now I have discussed about algebraic form. Then we will see that production functions are there. Those are linear production function, quadratic production function, and that is exponential or that is Cobb-Douglas production function. Y equal to a plus bx, y equal to a plus bx, that comes under the linear production function. Whereas y equal to ax whole to the power of e is the exponential production function, which is also called as Cobb-Douglas production function. Y equal to a plus bx plus or minus cx square, that is quadratic production function. Y is the dependent variable, X is the independent variable, that is B is the coefficient and A is the constant. Let we will see what is the difference between A and B. B is the coefficient, A is the constant. What is A? That is product obtained, that is product obtained or output obtained if if 0 units of the variable input is applied. Product obtained where the none of the input or 0 units of the variable input is applied. Whereas B is the coefficient. Product obtained, amount of the product obtained are produced with each unit of the input is applied. With each unit of the input is applied. That is the difference between A and B. With 0 units of the variable input, we will get the product, then that is the A constant. Whereas amount of the output obtained or produced for each unit of the X is, that is B, that is coefficient. Next slide. Production function depend upon the following factors, or factors affecting the production function. Quantities of the inputs units. Inputs means we already know, that is seeds, fertilizers, menus, plant production chemicals, etc. Technical knowledge of the producer. Knowledge means those are in agriculture, so many intercultivations are there: weeding, irrigation, fertilizer application, land preparation, etc. For that we need technical knowledge. Possible process in the production. Possible process in the production. What is the size of the product? Small size, medium size or large size. Nature of the firm's organization. Nature of the firm's organization. Relative prices of the factors of the production. We already know what are the factors of the production. In economics, four factors of the production are there. That is land, labor, capital, and management or organization. This means production function depends upon this following points. Now I will summarize the points. First, we have discussed about what is the production function. What are the types of the production functions? That is continuous production function, discontinued or discrete production function, short run production function, and long run production function. What are the forms of the production functions? That is, production function is expressed in three ways. That is, in tabular form, in graphical form, and in algebraic form. After that, finally, we discussed about production function depends upon the following factors. That is, factors affecting the production function. Thank you. If you like this video, please share and subscribe. Don't forget to comment also. Thank you.